What's good, everybody? It is September 8th. I am the coach, and this is the Early Edge, your daily sports betting show of record. We are powered, as always, by the almighty SportsLine, and we should have known that when we started teasing M Squared about that air density and making so much fun of it, that they wouldn't score anything yesterday. The beauty of doing a daily show is that you can bounce back from a bad day very quickly. 2-5, crappy day, but you know what wasn't bad yesterday? Our live stream, our Week 1 NFL preview, mega preview every single Tuesday. Hopefully, if you watched it, if you didn't, follow us at YouTube. Turn on the notifications. There's so much content in your feed right now. It's crazy. Now, a little preview of what's to come this week starting today. 3 Eastern time. AB and the boys, Chip, Micah, Tommy Fernelli. They'll be there today with your Week 2 college football mega preview. Then Thursday, we have a full hour I'll be hosting leading up to Week 1 of the NFL. Cowboys, Bucks. Then you see Friday, our prop show. Sunday, we've got 3 separate shows just on Sunday. We've got you locked and loaded. Let's bring in the stars of the show. You see them. You know them. Alabama. Happy Wednesday to you. How are you, dear?
I'm well. How are you guys doing?
We're doing awesome. It's remarkable that you're able to smile and be in such a good mood when the lady killer is right below you. How does that make you feel?
I don't know. I send Matt Severance all these winning picks in his DMs, so I think he's just mad.
Wow, he's just mad that you're giving him winners. Lady killer, your response?
First of all, what's a DM? Second of all, I do want to say I will not be watching any more college football this year until that freaking Applebee's TikTok commercial is stricken from the airways.
Oh my God.
I would really rather watch McClure talk weather for 3.5 hours while dressed like Ronald McDonald. And I know he's got the outfit. I've seen it on social media with his poofy dog. So that's a mute every time that freaking commercial comes on, man.
I can't believe that I agree with you, but that commercial drives me bananas. Bananas. Oh, my God. The world has stopped with me and Matty Severance agree. Jay Smooth, good morning.
Morning, Coach. You know, shout out to our guy, Mike. Speaking of weather, he's a bit under it this morning. I know he wanted to be here today, but, you know, I'll pick up the slack, talk to you about some hitting conditions in a couple minutes.
Oh, well, we can't wait for that. AB on the 1s and the 2s. Double duty today. Good morning, sir.
Morning, Coach. Morning, everybody. Good to be with you.
Oh, I don't even know what that was about, but okay. Very, very low-key AB today. All right, let's jump right in. Storylines that could affect the betting lines today. Maddie, you're on some college stuff. What do you got?
Yeah, this is my first time on this show since the weekend. I just want to say there is some good news for ACC fans in that basketball's Midnight Madness starts in less than a month. That conference just looked, a disaster over the weekend, including my Hurricanes, unfortunately. I recommend hammering Clemson at plus 150 to not make the college football playoff. That's at DraftKings. They made it every year except for the first time, the first one, 2014. The ACC's made it every year. Clemson, you don't want to overreact to losing to Georgia. Georgia's obviously a very good team, but Clemson lost a couple guys for the year. They still might run the table in the ACC, but they don't have a single ranked team left. They might not face a ranked team in the ACC title game either. So even if they run the table, are they going to get enough, style points to get into the playoff? I don't happen to think so. And just lastly, a note to Allie, I have it on good authority that Nick Saban hates puppies.
Wow. You are next level. You are next level. All right. I was laughing so hard I completely forgot. Jay Smooth, did you have a storyline today before I get to AB?
No, not this morning.
Okay. AB, talk about kickers, please. Please talk about it.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, how in the world do I follow that up, right? Like, I'm telling you, my man's running an open mic here. He should be charging for this.
I love it.
I wanted to say, in last season of the NFL, in Week 1, kickers missed 19 field goals across the league. They only, made 71.8% of their kicks, which was the lowest in NFL since 1998. So be careful out there when you are wagering NFL games this week. Understand the kicking situation, both who you're betting on, who their kicker is, and who you're betting against and who their kicker is, because we all know in the NFL, 3 points is everything, and it could literally make or break your bets this week.
Details matter. Educate, entertain, educate, entertain. Okay, let's get into our plays for the day. We're going to start with our SportsLine plays. And by the way, if you're not a member of SportsLine yet, mean, this is the time. Use the promo code EDGE. I'm going to do you a solid. We're going to give you 30 days for free. All the cappers, all the analysis, everything. 30 days for free. Use that promo code EDGE. Today, we have 2 plays from the site. We're going right back to our World Cup qualifiers. Martin Green, he's on it. We're going to go England to win and score 2 or more goals in the process. That's coming back at plus 105. So that's England over Poland today. Poland may score today. I wasn't doing a little research myself, so there could be a lot of goals scored there. I'm just saying we're not giving the over, but I'm saying there could be a lot of goals today. All right, then the other one, Sweden to win, plus 110. That's also from Martin Green. That's over Greece today, 2:45 p.m. Eastern time start for both. All right, let's get to my crew. AB, I know that you're in the spot that everybody covets, but there's a reason. You've got some lines people need to get to. What do you got?
Yep, absolutely. We're going to play 2 plays here. First one, we rode the Tennessee Volunteers under last week to a win against Bowling Green. We're going to do it again this week. Pitt travels to Knoxville, and understand this. Tennessee's offense still has a ton to work out, and Pitt's defense is so much better than what Tennessee faced in Bowling Green. They're honoring Johnny Majors, legendary coach from both schools. It's going to look like a 70s game. Field position and first downs, legitimately. So you could get it at 57 right now. This game probably lands about 45. So jump on it, get your value there. Second play, we're going to go Bears at Rams Sunday night. We're going to play under 46.5, and here is why. In the history between Matt Nagy and Sean McVay, they've played 3 times. All 3 have hit the under. You know how the Rams play, and no one takes the preseason less seriously than Sean McVay. So we've seen none of their starters, including a brand new quarterback in Matthew Stafford. So this is going to be the first time they've been out there together. They like to run the ball, win a game 24-10, and get out. And quite honestly, how many points do we think Andy Dalton is going to score against that Rams defense? So we get under 46.5. The Rams could win 30-13, and we still cover by 3.5. Take that under.
Well, you remember what the Red Rocket said. He said, it's my time. Justin Fields, he'll be good, but this is my time. By the way, a little nugget, since Sean McVay took over, every year their points per game has gone down every single year. Just take that for what it's worth. All right. There's only one reason why she would be slid down to the second spot. And that's when you got to get that under number out there. But here she is in all of her glory. Ladies and gentlemen, Alabama. The floor is yours. What do you got?
All right, so for today, I have the Rays first 5 money line minus 105 versus the Red Sox. I do think this is a great place for them and a really good price behind McClanahan. The Red Sox have lost their last 3 games, 2 to the Rays, 1 to the Indians. McClanahan didn't have any trouble, or did have some trouble with the Red Sox in his last outing. And his previous outing, he did end up winning. So he is 1-1 versus the Red Sox, but I don't think that'll be much of an issue today because the Red Sox are kind of in a slump. He's 11-6-4 in the first 5 innings, and he did lose that most recent start to the Red Sox last time in Tampa Bay. Eovaldi 15-7-5 in the first 5 innings, and he did pretty well in the last start against the Rays. But then again, it's Rays tend to do better on the road, and they've won their last 5 on the road. So I think they'll take it for the Red Sox today, or take it for the Rays for today.
They are scoring like crazy right now, the Rays are. It doesn't even matter if they fall behind. They're jumping ahead. Obviously, we don't want that today because we need that first 5 to play. Great numbers, Allie, by you. Great numbers by you. All right. Jay Smooth, you know it's time, son. You know it's time. What do you got?
Yes, so I'm going to actually start with the baseball play today. I'm also going to be on the same game as Allie. I'm going to take the over again. We kind of hit this on the tail of the Rays last night. They, like Coach said, scored like crazy. It wasn't even a sweat, really. I'm going to hope for that same type of result. I think the Red Sox might contribute a little bit more today. But, the Rays 43-23-2 on the overs when on the road. That's, just a pretty good enforceable trend. They've been scoring high all season, especially when they're on the road. Games in Boston between these two teams have been averaging over 14 runs per matchup. So, yeah, I'm going to grab this one to get into double digits again tonight. And then, you know what? It's best time of the year. I'm going to drop a couple football plays. Been teasing this for like a week and a half. I'm not going to be on the show again probably till next week, so got to get these out now. I'm going to go Texans and Jags over 44.5. This line has actually dropped. It was at 45, but seeing it at 44.5, I really couldn't pass it up. 13 of the 16 games the Texans played last year went over this number. They allowed an average of 29 points per game in 2020. And then the Jags, 30.75 points per game allowed last year, 20 plus points allowed in every game, 27 plus points allowed in every game but 2. So, I don't think Urban Meyer is going to come in here and be some incredible defensive scheme builder. I do think even though the Texans are looking like a kind of a weak side, that they're going to get a couple points, and 44.5 just means we need 6 touchdowns and a field goal and we cash. And for the AFC South, that doesn't seem too crazy. And then I'm going to drop a little parlay all on the money line. Excuse me. All on the money line. I'm going to take the Bucks to beat the Cowboys. I'm going to take the Rams to beat the Bears. And I'm going to take the 49ers to beat the Lions. And, you should shop around for this, but you should be able to get those 3 on the money line close to even money. I'm putting half a unit on it to start the season.
It just warms my heart that on any day of the week, we can be throwing out football plays. Let's just savor that for a second.
Love it.
Yeah, because I'm trying to delay going to Matt Severin. Don't even know what we're going to get. Now, it's very scary because the anchor position on this show is coveted. It is coveted. And we only put people in that position that we trust 100%. So today's a risk. Matty Severance, Lady Killer. I'm going to step out of the way. What do you got?
Just want to let people know I won't be giving out any NFL picks on this show until at least Thursday, just for the COVID issue. You never know, but I completely agree on the under with Alex. I think the Bears, if they score 13, I'll be giddy. Let's start with a baseball game today. The Rockies run line over the Giants, been cashing the run line all season. Not the past 3 games, but I think they're due. The Giants haven't had a day off in like almost 3 weeks. I think they're going to rest a few regulars today ahead of tomorrow's day off, and then get everyone kind of recharge for the stretch run. Pitcher Anthony DeSclafani has a 6.26 ERA during the day, and Colorado starter John Gray has been much better at home and during the day. And the Rockies have only lost 4 in a row once at home all season, and that was the first. I think there's a decent chance they went outright, but I'm going to take them at minus 150 on the run line. Then 2 college football picks where the lines are pretty much on the move. South Carolina was as high as plus 2.5 at East Carolina. Now it's a pick 'em. I think you might even be South Carolina minus 1. I still like it. The Gamecocks get back first team All-SEC running back Kevin Harris. He missed game 1, illness. Starting quarterback Luke Doty also missed the opener, but he's expected back. ECU, we bet against them last week against App State, and they were pretty much dominated. Their defense is not good. They allowed 226 yards rushing. The Cox are going to I shouldn't say shove it down their throat, but you get what I'm saying. The Pirates are 4-12 against the spread in their past 16 out of conference. Another spread on the move is Michigan-Washington. I got the Wolverines at 6 yesterday. I'm seeing it at 7 in a lot of books today, so I would push it down to 6.5 or shop around a little bit because I think they win by a touchdown. But obviously a long trip for the Huskies. They looked absolutely gruesome last week to FCS school Montana, losing at home. Fewest home points scored in 11 years. I think Jimmy Lake is not a good head coach. Washington's top 3 wideouts missed the game with injury, academics, whatever, and they're supposedly not going to play. Their number 4 got hurt. He's out. Michigan did lose its top wide receiver to season injury, but being in the big house, I don't think there's any question they're going to cover 6. Washington's just 1-8, and it's past 9 as a dog.
I love the Michigan play. I love the Michigan play over Washington. All right.
I didn't plan that. I just
I realize that. I realize that. AB, can we have the recap, please? Grab your paper, grab your pencil. Allie's on the Rays first 5. Then Maddie's on South Carolina. I'm
getting sued.
I'm really sorry. A's, Michigan. Jay Smooth is on the Rays and the Red Sox. Jay, all right. Oh, my God. All right, take it down. All right. Woo. 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 All right. You got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets, please, straight to the window. For Allie, for Jay, for AB, for Maddie, we got to get out of here. I'm the coach. Remember, college football preview today, 3 p.m. Eastern time. This is the Early Edge. Good luck. Do you want best bets in your feed every single day? All you have to do is hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things Early Edge.